Do you ever feel like your customers are speaking in code? They say one thing, but you suspect they mean another? It's like trying to navigate a maze of mirrors. So most salespeople take these surface level objections at face value, and that's a huge mistake. But what if you could see through the deception and pinpoint the real reason for their hesitation? Like that's the secret to mastering smokescreen objections. Hey, it's Drew Norton. Welcome back to the Everyday Sales Leader. We're continuing our objection handling deep dive, and this video is all about becoming a truth-seeking missile. So we're going to learn how to identify and dismantle these pesky smokescreen objections. So smokescreens are those vague, evasive, and usually polite objections that customers they use to avoid giving you the real reason they're hesitant. They're like a smokescreen in battle. Like they're designed to conceal their true position. So if you don't learn to see through them, you're going to be chasing your tail, addressing the wrong issues, and losing deals. So let's talk about some common smokescreen objections that you often hear. Some of the most common are, hey, I need to talk to my partner, my spouse. I need to think about it. Can you send me some information? Hey, I'm just too busy right now. It's not in the budget. You know, the problem with these objections is that they're often not the real reason. They're just a polite way to brush you off, buy them some time, or avoid just confrontation. So for example, I need to talk to my partner. That might mean, hey, I'm not convinced. I just don't want to tell you that directly, right? It's not in the budget might mean I just don't see any value. So I don't want to reallocate funds for this, right? So how do we spot these smoke screens? Here's some key techniques. One is inconsistencies. Pay attention to inconsistencies in their words and in their actions. Do they seem enthusiastic but then throw up a vague objection? Kind of like throwing up a little bit of a red flag to you. Often lack of specificity. So smoke screens are often really vague and they lack any details. So if they can't articulate what they need to think about or what information they need, they're likely stalling. Pattern recognition. Do they use the same objection repeatedly? Do they deflect your questions? This can indicate they're hiding something, right? And then there's your gut feeling. Like trust your intuition. If something feels off, it probably is, and your experience counts a lot. And when it feels off, say it. Hey, you keep saying this. It seems like it's probably something about that, though. It seems like there's more to it than just needing to talk to your spouse. So remember the objection assessment framework. If you watched one of our prior videos, it's really crucial here. How strongly is their intensity in expressing the objection? Like if it's a low intensity, I'll think about it. That's more likely a smoke screen than if they're, hey, I just can't afford this, right? If there's some anger and emotion behind it, okay, maybe it's not a smoke screen, maybe it's a real concern. Then it's the intent. Is their intent a real inquiry? Are they using it to stall? Or is there, once again, a hidden concern? So smoke screens usually fall in the latter two categories. They're trying to stall, or, you know, they have a hidden concern they haven't been willing to share so far. Isolation, though, that's, is this objection it? Or are there connected, deeper issues? Smoke screens are often masked with connected issues. Almost every time you hear a smoke screen, it's connected to something deeper. So by using that framework, you can move beyond the surface and start to dig a little bit deeper. So here's some strategies for uncovering the real concern and really find out what's going on. So ask open-ended questions that encourage them to elaborate. Don't accept the surface level answers. Instead of like, oh, okay, who do you need to talk to? What specific questions do you anticipate your partner having? Yeah, any reasons you think they wouldn't want to move forward with this? Right? And allow them to tell you more about it. Some people don't like this technique. I think it has a place, but feel, felt, found. Hey, so you want to acknowledge their feelings, talk about what other people have felt, how other people felt, and then what they found. So, hey, I totally understand how you feel. I was working with your neighbor so-and-so. He felt the exact same way initially. What they found after working with us, though, is X. can be a great way to basically disagree with a smokescreen that they tell you, right? Sometimes you just got to be direct with somebody. If you have some strong rapport, if you've built some trust, it'll allow you to. And you can say things like, hey, to be completely honest, this solve the problem you're looking at? I've even asked people, hey, is this going to be a waste of time to come back and work with you after setting an appointment with them, right? Because I don't want to waste my time. And sometimes just being direct, people appreciate that. So when they give you things like, I need to think about it, that's where we've got to isolate it and just test their conviction a little bit. So when they say, I need to think about it, try this sequence. Like, do you believe this actually could work for you? That forces them to like commit to whether they see any value or not. If they say no, it's like, okay, then you've got bigger problems, right? If they say yes, okay, tell me why you say that. Make them understand why they feel the way that they feel. Help them defend their own position and even go on the offensive. Like, well, why would you do this? Why would you move forward this? Why? Like, why, if used properly, is really powerful. I never ask why when they tell me no. When they tell me they don't like something. When they tell me they do like something, why I want them to defend that. So, hey, I need to think about it. You'd respond with, hey, totally understand. Before you go, do you believe that this is actually something that would help you save money? Right? Well, I guess so. And, maybe they ramble on a little bit, or if they say, but I'm not sure it will, or, hey, well, what is it tell me what you're not sure about. Tell me more about that. And get them to just speak through what they're feeling. And sometimes that will bring out a larger concern that's hidden behind that smoke screen. Last, I found sometimes just when you're hearing smoke screens, assume the sale. Ask them to move forward, and often those smoke screens go away and the true concerns come out. So you just start moving forward as if they've agreed, which will force them to reveal the real reason they're hesitating. Great, let's talk about next steps. What would be the best day to get my guys out here and start the installation or start the inspection process? Ask for the sale, essentially. And the key is to be persistent, at the same time being empathetic and focused on understanding their real needs and hesitations. So let's revisit those common smoke screens and see how to handle them with a focus on your preferred approach for some of these. So when they say, I need to talk to my partner, instead of, okay, let me know what they say, try, hey, I understand. What specific questions or concerns do you believe they'll have? Any reasons you see they wouldn't want to move forward with this? What about you? Like, any reasons you wouldn't do this? Like, there's no point in us even talking to your spouse if this doesn't work for you. So I need to think about it instead of saying, okay, yeah, just take your time, get back to me. Hey, look, I understand the need to be sure. Do you believe this solution would actually help you get to where you want? Like, why do you feel that way? Okay, what's missing from helping you make that decision? Hey, I'd be happy to give you a couple days to think about this and schedule time. When's a good time? Okay, great. Just so I'm kind of prepared and know what you'd want to talk about as we get into that, tell me what things you're wanting to think about that we could go over on that next call. Often they'll reveal what it is right there. So, hey, can you just send me some information? Instead of saying, hey, sure, when I get off the call, I'll give you a recap. I'll send this out to you. Or, hey, I'll email you over some information. Yeah, I could, but make sure I send you the right info. Like, what information are you looking for? Let them tell you what they're looking for and just cover it then. Notice how these responses don't accept the smoke screen. You really want to probe for the real reason. Often I found you just move on from the smoke screen initially. If it is a real objection, it will come back and resurface. So mastering smoke screen, if you can master detecting smoke screens, it's a game changer. It's going to save you time. It's going to reduce frustration. You'll have way less follow-ups with people, and you dramatically will improve your closing rate. In the next video, we're going to shift gears and apply these objection handling techniques to the specific steps of the sales and perception framework. Make sure you subscribe to the Everyday Sales Leader, hit the notification bell, and join the community in the notes below. I want to hear the best smokescreen story you have. What's the most creative way where customers tried to avoid telling you their real reason? Share that in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember, sales is life.